Coppell and Wilkins line up in an unchanged Manchester United side that also includes Jimmy Nicholl and Sammy McIlroy, who played for Northern Ireland in a World Cup game in Israel on Wednesday. It's an unchanged United, the one that beat Manchester City last week, with Mickey Thomas having recovered from a slight thigh injury. In goal for Crystal Palace today is 20-year-old David Fry. He's in because John Burridge is still out of action with a shoulder injury, his 5th appearance of the season. Palace getting back into a good run now, unbeaten in their last 5 games, and they had a 1-1 draw with United up at Old Trafford in November, but now make a late change. Jerry Murphy injured an ankle playing for the Republic of Ireland in Cyprus this week, and Terry Fenwick takes his place. The referee today is Lester Shapter from Newton Abbot. As you'd expect, there's a big crowd here at Selhurst Park, and after so much rain, also a very heavy pitch. And a great atmosphere here as Manchester United get us away, attacking the goal to our right. Red shirts, black shorts today. Crystal Palace in that all-white strip with the diagonal bands. Martin Buchan putting the ball away. United beaten only once in the last 6, but then they were beaten comprehensively then. That day they'll want to forget at Ipswich. Their record is good of late, so too is Palace's. Both sides still looking for a place in the UEFA Cup next season, particularly Manchester United. And here's Flanagan, stopped again by Martin Buchan. Well, only half stopped. And in the end, Jerry Francis was right in there. Well, what a tangle United were getting themselves in there. And there's a foul which gives a free kick to Manchester United. It's not a corner. Which Gary Bailey will take. In fact, it is probably a goal kick. The ball may well just have gone over the byline. Sanson. Francis, Hilaire. Nicholl. Planting it forward here for Jordan. Played on for Coppell again by Jordan. Still with Coppell, getting it to the byline, and in the end, Fenwick really hustled him and had in the end to concede a corner. Jordan, the menace in the air for Crystal Palace's defence. McQueen up on the goal line, immediately ahead of young David Fry in the Palace goal. A bad corner, though. And Macari very nearly nonetheless got it through. Here's Wilkins. Well, he missed his kick completely. Throw not taken from the right place. And back to Fry. Here's Cannon. And Buchan away again for Manchester United. Coppell now to Wilkins, but cut out again. And now Peter Nicholas. Wilkins is after him, and Wilkins brought him down, and well, the tempers rose a little bit there. Nicholas not at all happy the way he was brought down. And so Gary Bailey organises his wall, with Wilkins, Thomas, McIlroy in it, and Flanagan joining in as the interloper. Macari has joined it also, and Fenwick will take the free kick. Floated in there towards Hinshelwood and towards Cannon, but straight into the arms of Bailey. Cannon getting in a good header there, but straight to Bailey. Jordan, cut out by Sanson, but Wilkins was there to reach it. Fenwick. Hilaire. Walsh and Nicholl. That's a Palace throw. It's a bit cold out there too, as well as windy. Sanson's throw. Touchdown by Walsh to Hilaire, trying to play that on, but couldn't quite get it through to Fenwick. Hinchelwood to Hilaire. On to Hinchelwood. Good play by Palace. A good break by Paul Hinchelwood. And a nice cross coming in, and Jimmy Nicholl getting there. But Hinchelwood will take it up again. Albiston closing on him. Placing it wide here for Nicholas. In for Hilaire. Lovely play. And a shot across the goal. Oh, brilliant stuff. And a brilliant save by Gary Bailey at the end from Peter Nicholas. A really lovely piece of football right the way through there by Crystal Palace, and in the end, a good piece of keeping by Gary Bailey. Walsh. Flanagan, whose shot it was a moment ago and not Nicholas. A handball there to Crystal Palace. Handball by Lou Macari. Francis with it. Floating in there towards Hinchelwood, but plenty of big men up for United to get it away, but nobody up there now to continue it. But they've all come rushing out. That's a great picture. And in fact, there was a Palace offside. But it's worth looking again at that United tactic. You can see them all there. The whole side, bar Gary Bailey, rushing out there, and in the end, catching Crystal Palace offside. Hilaire. And now Koppel. Nicholl. Quarter of an hour to half-time. Albiston, Thomas. And Jordan with the header! 1-0 to Manchester United. A thundering header by Jordan. Well, that's a little expression there says it all. A slick move down the left, and the cross slung in just the way Joe Jordan likes them. What a powerful header that was. Palace 0, Manchester United 1. Joe Jordan. Well, the crowd have been giving Jordan some stick from the very first kick of the game. And I suppose he feels that he's answered them in the best possible way now. Well, that's the United end with a good deal to shout about. And that man's given it to them. Well, that's something that Dave Sexton, the manager, will be pleased to see for Manchester United. Of course, he used to play for Crystal Palace way back as well. Free kick, a foul by Gordon McQueen. They've taken it already. And Nicholas finding Sanson. Back for Nicholas. And now Gilbert. Hilaire. Oh, a neat little overhead there. Flanagan's trying to get on it. Swept just wide by Ian Walsh. Well, it was Hilaire's overhead kick that suddenly opened the way there. Flanagan had a hand in it too. And it was swept there towards goal by Ian Walsh, but just wide of the post. Free kick to Palace, already taken, and taken quickly by Hilaire. Now Walsh again, stopped though by Buchan. Sanson, played in again. Flanagan playing it back for Kenny Sampson, into the middle again, and that time it was Albiston. They're defending well, United. But that was a very good break indeed again by Crystal Palace. Again with the men from the back making the most of the space that's offered them. Hilaire. thought it was a handball, but didn't appeal with any great conviction. A United throw. He's had a terrific game as Martin Buchan, and Gary Bailey has made that one very good save from Flanagan. But it's Jimmy Nicholl with the throw. Joe Jordan. Straight to Nicholas. Interwood, letting it go for Fenwick, and he kept that in well. A little cross coming in towards Flanagan. McQueen is up there. Walsh with a shot, and he didn't get the right sort of contact. And here's McIlroy. Amazing the change of conditions for McIlroy and Nicholl. McIlroy was saying before the game they played in Israel. They're offside there in Israel on Wednesday for Northern Ireland, when the temperature was 82 degrees and enormous humidity in the middle of a very hot afternoon on a very hard pitch. Well, it's not quite like that today. 2 against 1 as Buchan and Ulverston get back quickly in the face of the threat of Walsh. Into time added on at the end of the first half now. It'll come to Fenwick. Crowd urging him to get a shot in there. Well, it'll come to Hilaire. He might. He might indeed. Oh, he's done too much, surely. Oh, just passed there by Terry Fenwick. Gary Bailey looking daggers at the defence, who dithered a little bit there. But all that skill from Vince Hilaire came to nothing, and then Fenwick saw a chance, and look how close that was to going in. Well, the half-time whistle has just gone, with United going in, 1 goal into the lead, scored by Joe Jordan. And really the thing about their play in the first half has been how well they've defended. They defended in such depth and with such organisation. And indeed, I think we could have a really promising second half on our hands. With a half-time score here at Selhurst Park, which is Crystal Palace 0, Manchester United 1. We'll be back with the second half. Welcome back to Selhurst Park, where Manchester United are leading Crystal Palace 1-0. Broad smiles on the face of the Manchester United fans when the loudspeaker announced that Liverpool were losing at Tottenham at half-time. Maybe they feel that this race is not over yet at the top of the First Division, and certainly on their performance in the first half, particularly in defence, United looking very strong and very sure. In fact, they've had 5 clean sheets out of the last 6 games they've played, which is an idea of the sort of task that faces Crystal Palace to get back into this game this afternoon. Koppel. David Fry just touching it out there. Really had nothing to do much in the first half apart from pick the ball out of the net from Joe Jordan's header. Walsh battling away with Buchan. Nicholl playing it back. An offside against Macari. Koppel. A characteristic run of Koppel's. He's so difficult to shake off the ball. There's next to nothing of him. And now Wilkins for McIlroy, with support from Thomas, but McIlroy wants to go on his own, and Kerman in there for Fry to grab nicely, got well behind it. Did David Fry. He played in an FA Cup tie, this Palace goalkeeper, when he was only 15 for Weymouth at Gillingham. Now it's with Walsh. Crossed in again, and the header! Well, Flanagan's header, well grabbed by Bailey. Good cross and a good acrobatic header by Mick Flanagan. And Bailey held on to it well. for all the pressure they've had in the first half and for these opening minutes of the second, they've made very few real chances, Palace, because of the efficiency of this United defence. But they've got a corner now. So Fenwick will take the corner. And the atmosphere's really built up again. Well, that might come for Nicholas! Well, the corner was only half cleared. And Nicholas caught it on the volley. Now Hinshelwood. Jordan's after him. Hinshelwood did well there. Found Terry Fenwick. A nice curling cross in there towards Flanagan. And Walsh hit it over. I thought for a moment Flanagan might have had a go at that. That was crossed in superbly by Terry Fenwick, who's having a really good game. Flanagan, I thought might have had a go, but he tried to get it back for Walsh. McIlroy. Cross by him towards Joe Jordan. Corner for Manchester United. Well, the Palace fans, as you can hear, trying to get behind their team with the cry of Eagles, even though it's United on the attack at the moment as Coppell takes this corner. Floating again towards Joe Jordan, and it's Gordon McQueen, kicked off the line by Gerry Francis. And Macari's header going behind for the goal kick. Well, that could so easily have been the game beyond the reach of Crystal Palace, except that Gerry Francis somehow got that effort off the line from Gordon McQueen. But it's Hilaire at the moment, and it's a corner. Which Francis will take, and indeed has already taken. It's with Vince Hilaire. Played for Fenwick. Nicholas. And again, Flanagan. Being forced out again. It's a good bit of play there by Cannon, playing it wide for Vince Hilaire. Little cross coming into the box there. And Walsh was almost there. Gerry Francis might be there, and Hilaire in the end. Crosser there by Vince Hilaire. And it looked for one moment for Palace that Ian Walsh might just get there. But it wasn't to be. Forward for Flanagan, now for Sanson. Played in quickly there towards Walsh. Got it down again. Flanagan with a shot. Oh! And Gary Bailey grabbed it as it jumped off his chest. That shot from Flanagan. A bit of shouting and arm waving going there on the Palace bench at the moment. Now it's Cannon. Now Hilaire. McIlroy, Coppell. Oh, a little touch there. Coppell hoping to get on the end of it, but Fry again. Dived in there. Macari, Wilkins. Nicol. Thomas. Alveston. Thomas. Will let fly, is he? What a goal! Mickey Thomas, 2-0. Well, you had a beautiful view of that. And he'd been thinking about that for a second or two before he'd hit it, and the chance was there, the range was right, the direction was absolutely perfect, beyond the flying David Fry, into the corner of the Crystal Palace net. Mickey Thomas the scorer, Crystal Palace 0, Manchester United 2. So more cheering from Manchester, and it could well be all up now for Crystal Palace. Cannon for Palace. Walsh. Queen closing him down so quickly. That's a nice ball played there by Gilbert for Sanson. But that should be no problems. In the end, it had to be just pushed away there by Gary Bailey under pressure from Gerry Francis. In fact, there was a foul on the keeper. Well, certainly Palace have had so much more of it, but they've been taught very strongly by Manchester United how to defend, because it's in defence more than attack, really, that United have been so impressive in this game. Well, Buchan absolutely outstanding, and in fact he's the sole survivor of that United side that came here 8 years ago and were beaten 5 goals by Palace. There's Buchan in there again. It's had a real storming match, and it's through his determination that Ray Wilkins gets to push a curious ball out there, because it's not as though United want to just eat up time. Well into injury time, United 2 goals to the good. And it's over. Mickey Thomas's goal in the second half, sealing it. After that, and that was a terrific shot in itself, after that thundering header from Joe Jordan had put United on the way in the first half. The United performance where they really defended more impressively than they attacked, but they got the goals that mattered and the points that went with it. Palace without a great deal of penetration, even though they had so much more of the play.